All right, Shalom. We're the brothers from the GMS Birmingham camp. We'll start off by giving our glory and infinite praises unto
Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi, Sham, Qadash.
Double honors to our apostles and the elders at Great Millstone and teaching that rule well. Salutations unto the occupants throughout the four corners that are putting their life on the line week in and week out. And salutations to the few women and children that subscribe to this truth and faith, sincerity, charity. And hey, with that, we out here another week, man, to prophesy the downfall of Babylon, to give the understanding of times, man, and to give the understanding of what's to come, to break down these prophecies, man. But through the Spirit, we're gonna go. You know, the Spirit is gonna flow as it will. But gonna go into like it's one thing to be in this truth. It's one thing to resonate. You know, every brother that came into this truth, you resonated with this truth, right? You know, the truth resonated with you to a certain degree. Even the individuals that came into this truth and that are no longer a part of it, you know, it resonated with them, all right? But if a brother could, Baba Kusha, they were a part of us, but they went apart from us. If a brother could, I don't want to butcher, because once you grow to understand this truth, you'll see it ain't no way, walking away from this thing. It ain't no leave. You see? So it's one thing we gonna get into it, and I'm gonna let the Spirit build. But to go in the difference between resonate and understand, man, it's one thing to resonate. It's a different thing when you understand. The men of the Lord understand Yahawashi. These individuals, even the 1/3, they resonate with the Lord. But to truly to walk to walk in the shoes of Yahawashi, to bear His cross, to walk in His stead, to take His yoke upon you, though his burden be light. Hey, it's to understand Him, man, and you got to go through it. So if a brother could bring that out.
In the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 19, it says, "They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us."
Yeah, because the individuals that are gonna continue are the men of understanding. Those are the true men of the Lord. To stay in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, you have to dwell with wisdom. All right. So with it, it's one thing for you to resonate with it. That's a good starter. That's a good thing to have as a starter kit to get this truth. But the greatest skill to hone in this truth is understanding, man. If a brother could give me the definition for resonate, Baba Kusha. Hold that 1 second, yeah, we're gonna get right back to it. You'll pull that resonate, the definition for resonate.
This is a simple Google definition for the word resonate: produce or be filled with a deep, full, reverberating sound.
Filled with a full reverberating sound. So we all done got our asses kicked in some way, shape, form, and fashion in this society. So when I say, man, F Esau, F the so-called white man, yeah, you can get with that. You can resonate with that. Like, yeah, he just hit you with a speeding ticket. Yeah, so you feel that way. He just locked you up for 2 months. Of course you feel that way. He just took your girl. Of course you feel that way. We get it. We understand why you resonate with F the white man. But do you understand? Do you understand why this dude got to be taken out of power? It's one thing not to like him, but is your dislike for him, is it carnal, or is it set in righteousness, man? You see? Now read that back, Baba Kusha, that resonate.
Resonate: produce or be filled with a deep, full, reverberating sound. Evoke or suggest images, memories, and emotions. Meet with someone's agreement and produce electrical or mechanical resonance.
So it was to resonate. It said it was going into the feel of emotion. You see, that's what it is. That's something emotional, man. It's a spirit to emotion. True enough, true indeed. But we're not caught in the spirit of our flesh, because the flesh has a spirit, and the spirit itself is moved by the wisdom of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. It's governed by it. You know. So read this back.
I got something.
You got it. Go ahead. You got it.
Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom.
And with all thy getting, get understanding.
Yeah, so
In Proverbs 4, verse 7 again, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
So 1 plus 1 is what? 2. All right, we know that. That's wisdom, is to say 2. All right, to have just to know it is knowledge, but the application of it, that's wisdom. But the Lord said, but with all, it says what? But the great. Read that back. The understanding part.
So it says wisdom is the principal thing.
It's the principal thing. So that's the beginning. That's the chief cornerstone to it. But that's not the bulk of it. All right, because it has more elements to it. All right, you got it.
It says, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
Why? The true understanding of why.
See?
That's the understanding. Didn't I tell you don't eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster? Yeah, I told you. Okay, you asked why. All right, let me give you the understanding.
Yeah.
Count.
High cholesterol.
High cholesterol. Jay got diabetes. Jay got these big old, rises. That's a big thing, man. Jay, the nigga one is good for it. You know, it's warts. Yeah, but especially it's warts is really like when you touching filthy things. But like when you catch it rising in them cysts, that's an infection trying to get out of your body. You see, and that's due to your diet. You see, some cysts some rises come up on your armpit. For some brothers, some come in your groin area, probably the back of your thigh, your buttocks, and those crease areas. Like, God damn, what the fuck? You see, that's all because the Lord said what, man? Hey, don't eat that. So you gonna gain the understanding that. That sounds good. That's resonating. That sounds good, but you gonna understand. A lot of shit sound good to Jake, man. What's that going to that?
Helping with you.
Yeah, kind of. It was brother had. Yeah, bring that out. Should I bring that out? We're gonna get right back to that. I think it's more. Yeah, okay.
Isaiah 29:13. Well, for the Lord, Yahawashi said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me.
So this is them Jake resonate. These are the Jake that resonate with the Lord. See? Yeah, hey, I kicked your ass, you felt that. So you pissed at him for this reason. You pissed at him for him locking you up. He pissed because he got his woman took. He pissed because he broke. This dude pissed because he just got beat to sleep by Esau. All of y'all resonate with the hatred towards this guy, but to what understanding? Why? Why is he doing these? Why is he going about doing all these things? And what is the answer as to how can we mitigate this shit? How can we stop this? You see? Jake just looking at the problem. And all they want to do is complain about the problem. Let's get an understanding, man. But Jake just want each other to resonate. I just want somebody to resonate with me. That's how we move in this society. A vibe. She a vibe. Hey man, fuck that. All these bitches resonate with me. Put her in the right situation. You know? They're gonna resonate with every brother up here. But do you understand me? Do you understand what really pisses the Lord off? Do you really what puts a smile on his face on a rainy day? Do you understand him? It's a difference. Read that. You got it.
Just considering Jake, how Jake is pretty much filled with Esau and this bullshit, being oppressed and all that. At the end of the day, you're still seeing them walking and marching down the street looking for what? Justice.
Yep.
They're looking for what? Equality. Now, we've been elevated to a mindset where we want to now be over our oppressor. We don't want equality. That civil rights shit is out the window, man. You know? So Jake has to come up on the level, but guess what? They're not willing to do it because really, they love their oppressor. They're Stockholm Syndrome from Christianity. You know, you pleasing your master. They're still trapped within their mind.
Yeah,
therefore they can't really see it as true.
No, you got it. You finish your point. I'll slash you.
No, that was it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, Jake only mad at Esau when shit don't go his way. You know? But you ain't mad that the brother that hit me up on the phone was like, hey yo man, I'm $200 short on my rent. Cause this happened. And I only got $50 to throw. Knowing I wanna really throw and help him on the whole thing. Are you mad for this brother's sake, or you just mad for yours? You don't understand what this thing is about. Yeah, Jacob resonate with you, man. That's fucked up, Bob. But when you understand, it's man, shit, man, what can I do? Hey, I got 10. I understand. You see?
It's like this getting wild. Yeah. Because again, it say without thy getting, get understand. For lack of a better word. Because Yahawashi, he don't do nothing for no reason. Even every chess move, every situation that happens with you and everything that come across with you, it's a reason why it happened. You know, but you gotta understand, like the reason why you was bagged up in traffic, because the Lord probably preserved you from a car wreck.
Hey, with that perfect point, hey, the spirit had to come out, man. Now, brothers know I just moved back here from Georgia, and I was staying in a particular area. I was staying over there in Compton. You know, they just had the bio lab loaded.
Yeah.
No, I was right down the street from them. Me and a particular brother, me and this particular elder brother, you know, he moved out west. You know, he moved to the northwest region. But it's funny that the Lord had it there. I was the first to dip, and me and this brother are extremely close. We had a conversation, and through the Spirit, the Lord led him to move. You see, the Lord led this brother to move. Now, in the process of this time, we had one Jake while we was planning our lead. It was a Jake that's no longer with us in the camp. He moved into the area.
Wow.
Now, this guy that moved into the area, hey, y'all brothers know what I put in the group. He tried to do himself off, man. Thinking he was going out outsmart the Lord. He tried to do himself off. So now you mean to tell me you laid up in the hospital in a contaminant zone with your head bust, and you tried to run from the Lord. You tried to run from your post, run from your duty. You see? Now the Lord delivered him unto what? Judgment. But unto me and the elder brother, what did he do for us? He delivered us. And I remember the frustration that the Lord put me through to make the calls. And he was like, you know what? Fuck this shit, I'm out. You know, I Jake, like, fuck that shit, I'm out. Like, that's literally what the Spirit put on me and this brother. And he delivered us in what? It ain't been 4 months now. You had this blow up happen. Now everybody that's in that area, they trapped inside of their houses. They say shelter in place. How the hell can you shelter in place when the air quality is bad? You mean to tell me my air quality inside of my house is better than the air quality outside when I'm breathing what's outside coming inside? Get the f on, bro. You got it?
It's Hebrews 10 and verse 31. It is a fearful thing that fall into the hands of the living mouth.
You see, it's a fearful thing. That's why the Lord said, hey man, obedience is better than sacrifice. I don't care about you resonate with me. Who don't like me? The Lord really like, man. Hey, be honest, who don't like me? Like, all you should like. But which one you gonna do what I say?
It's a saying, I'd rather be feared than loved.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord would rather have you be scared of him than be a nigga that's shucking and jiving every Sunday, man.
Yeah.
You know, Lord will actually have you fear him instead of you shucking and jiving in front of him, man. Because that's a true intent. You know, like you mentioned earlier, that fear is a sense of sincerity.
Yeah.
You know, whether it be somebody that got you jammed up and you get
you get
you run, that adrenaline start going up, but the fear of the Lord is heavy, man.
Yeah, because that fear leads to what? Hope.
Yeah,
true fear. Like the worst fear is to be like for a boy when you're young, you know, like you ain't built like that just yet. You know, you get hit up by a bigger kid. And
you're like,
oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, hey bro, you gotta go for what you do.
Hey, but even then, like fear and faith, they go together. That's why the Hebrews 11th chapter, they said Noah, he was moved not they say damn,
You fear the predator.
Yeah.
To the saving of the house.
to the saving of his house, man.
It says that fear is the what? Beginning of wisdom.
Like I say, like when you fear somebody, you're not gonna cross a line, man. That's the thing. It's all about respect with the Most High.
That's it, man.
And that's the first he drew a line. Hey, if you don't know how to treat me or deal with me, I'm gonna teach you how to deal with me. Hey, cross this line. I got something for you. I'm gonna give you something easy to remind you that. And it's what? It's a fearful thing, dude.
That's it.
He teaches you right then and there. Cross this line. Hey, this is what do parents do to their child? All right, for 5 or 6, 7 months. For 6, 7 months, Hey, no motherfucker, you can have your way. You don't know no better.
Yeah.
Around by like 1, 8, 9. Hey, you know my face.
Yeah.
You know my voice. You know my certain fluctuations. I know you got a little temperament because you're what? You're growing to become what I am. Niggas fight every day. So you think this baby don't get?
Yeah.
You start hearing that shit now for the pop.
What's up?
It's an order. It's an order, and it's a way of going about raising a thing up, man, in the proper way, to give it the proper sight and the proper perspective. All right.
I think I got some.
Yeah, I got some.
Yeah, bring that up.
Yep. Psalm 37 and 23. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, Yahawah. He delighteth in his way. Just like you were mentioning about the situations the Lord moved you out before that calamity took place with those chemical plants. That's the steps of the Lord ordering the way of a good man. So we can use that as faith building, because you might be moved out of a situation or whatever it may be, but you got to understand like the goal of the Most High. You know, his way, his ordinance, because your steps are already ordered. You know, so when you're doing the work of the Lord, man, you got to just trust in the Lord, man. And in the end, you're going to find out that the Lord was leading you on the right path the whole time.
Always, As Brother Godfrey says, hey, man.
Yeah, that Proverbs 16 and 1, it said the preparation of the heart and mind and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord.
So the preparation of a man, it says the preparation of what? The heart.
Yes.
The heart, the mind of a man is from what?
It's from the Lord.
So it's from the Lord. You got it. You want to make a point? You got it.
And it says all the ways of man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs the spirit.
Yeah.
Going the way is direct. You know, the Lord
Yeah.
he direct those footsteps, man.
You see, take the cold ass, man.
That's why it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord. The Lord, he can deliver you into a scenario where he don't fall in your favor.
God, read that back one more time, because it says, man, that he because think the coat. Coat, they said it was, it was overcast that day. But coat, man, I done did it other times and I was good. Or whatever, but he didn't know. It's like, hey, man, you take this trip today, you finna meet your mate. So read that back one more time, up, sir.
Talk.
Yeah, just the point.
It says all the ways of man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs the spirit.
That's what it is. Jake moved, getting back to the point of resonation. It's like when you resonate with shit, all of your feelings are validated or justified for some reason or another. But when you bring out this truth, when you bring your feelings up against this truth, you go to see it's like, man, I ain't justified here. But how do you get that? How do you get that under that lack of better word, that understanding? By going through it, then you can actually use that word like, I know, I get it now. I understand that shit. Like, damn, that's why he said what he said. All right, brother had something? Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
Yep. Why is missiles being shot off over there in Israel now? You see? Read that back one more time.
Hey, so like if I was Mrs. Creative.
Yeah. It's like, see, we starting to understand the Lord, man, because he's telling you, he constantly telling you, if you can have a feeling or a perspective or a way that you want a man to move, but he gonna move his own way, and either you gonna be offended in it or you gonna grow to love him. You know that old saying? It's to know me is to love me. To really know the Lord is to love him. And if you don't love the Lord, it's because you don't know him. And if you don't love him, you hate him. It's just simple, man. Like the Lord ain't calling for that resonation, like with you to resonate with him. Bring that definition out for bring out your definition, bring out your precept, and then bring out that definition out.
This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
So the Lord is going to direct your way, and that's what we got to pray for, man. Lord, give me the understanding. Teach me how to see it your way, man. Because this step that I took to the left, hey, man, I thought it was gonna lead to this, but it led to that. Damn, man. Fuck. You was right, Lord. Now it's like what the brother read the precept a couple of weeks ago. You begin to think on certain things like you moving in your own will and your own spirit. You begin to slap your thigh, man. And you truly do grow to understand, it's like, damn, just like how you look back at a father now that we all men, man, you don't be mad at your daddy for real. You don't be mad at how he treats you. The Lord, same way, man. The Lord is the exact same way, man. The way that he's showing us to go, man, it's a saying in the world that your parents won't always steer you right, but they'll never lead you wrong. The Lord ain't never steered you wrong. He ain't gonna never lead you wrong, because he's right, man. You see? All of the ways of Yahawashi and Yahawashi, right?
Back you up. This is Psalms 119 and 133. It says, order my steps in thy word, and let not...
Psalms? Yeah. Who sent that prayer? Who sent it up? King David. You see? It's David, man. We praying for these mercies, man.
That's a spell too.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Elder Kabbalah one too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's a spell. That's a righteous spell. Yeah. Put on your lip, man.
Beautiful point, yeah.
Back to Psalm 119 and 133, it says, order my steps in thy word, and let not any iniquity have dominion over me.
It says, order thy steps in thy word. And who is the word? Yahawashi. So we're gonna follow the ordinance of Yahawashi and Yahawashi through Yahawashi, man. You know, we can't even mention the Father without saying the Son's name. That's how great and respected this order is, man. You see? Read that. Yeah.
Psalm 119 and 133, it says, order my steps in thy word, and let not any iniquity have dominion over me.
That's what we're praying, not to have iniquity have dominion over us, because we all go off, man. But the scriptures say that woe be unto him that well, roughly paraphrase, what you say? Yeah, labors in this who let not your sins weigh thee down, your iniquities lift themselves up. Man. All right, you'll read that back one more time. It's a lot.
Count me, I get in the NLT.
Yeah, you got it.
Psalm 119 and 133 in the NLT, it says, guide my steps by your word, so I will not be overcome by evil.
So I won't be overcome by evil. You know what evil means? It goes into a bad time, because that's what's coming to this place. A bad time. And if you don't understand Yahawashi and Yahawashi, you through. Because we know it's spiritual. We resonate with Esau. This is the king of carnality, man. Remember that. How did he get Eve to go off, man? He appealed to her carnal nature. You gonna have some power. You gonna be a god. You know they'll worship you, Mother Mary, Queen of Heaven worship. You see, Esau's the king of carnality. He know how to get to us in ways that, hey man, you spiritually, hey, it would only take the spirit to come down itself to reach Jacob. But Esau know how to reach you on this planet.
I mean, it's the flesh. It's how Esau reaches the flesh. Money, cars, clothes, and hoes, man. Jacob lose his hits over a bad bitch, man. But at the same time, the Lord got us in the spirit, in the midst of the valley, the shadow of death, with the light on, man. You know, so we can, navigate, for lack of better words, through the valley of the shadow of death now. You know?
Because Satan works with gradualism. They start with a seed and they continually grows. If you don't check yourself, you know what I'm saying, through the fear of the Lord, and that shit overcome you. You could be with social media, like Bro said, women. You can start, become famous or get some status on the inside, and you think you're doing something, man. Next thing you know, your videos laughing, now you gear more towards this over here. They should be thrown off the path, man. So you have to be mindful of the fear of the Lord and how the Lord pretty much, he despises this world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when you understand, like, the Lord just hates every fucking thing, you shouldn't be too caught up into these things of the world, man. Because now you're going off the path of the Most High. Now you can be frustrated and pissed off at your ass. You see?
Yeah. Instant gratification.
Just thinking of it in the spirit.
That was the word. Because when he tell you the lust of the eye, lust of the flesh, that's pretty much what the word provides. That instant gratification. That's what social media is about.
But when you see the dichotomy of it though, it's just like when you look at it, it's like it's instant gratification, but yet it's the play of gradualism. Like it's a slow get us. Like why is the nigga woman chasing the degree? Why is Jake chasing the bag? You see?
Chasing some lights.
It's like you really can't even find the words to articulate. But he gets you hooked on a quick drug for a long slow death, man. Yeah. Like this instant gratification, or whatever for Jake, it's you can get instantly high, you get some instant box. But Jake, for some reason, you gotta grind 40 years, rob, steal, kill, to get $100,000 to even get some retirement. You see, one is a slow grind. If you're doing it the right way, it's a slow grind.
Yeah.
But to get it quickly, it's instantly, man. Instant gratification.
It made a microwave generation.
Yeah.
It pretty much destroyed the mind of what's coming out.
Yeah.
That's why the destruction makes sense. Because we fuck come after this shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Good.
These little young niggas, it's like, bro, what the fuck can really come? What kind of wisdom or guidance they can teach a motherfucker that's coming after them? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And anything, if anything, what are they gonna do? They're gonna exact the exact definition that the brother just went into earlier. You're gonna revert. You're gonna resound something that sounds good that you heard, and you don't fully even fucking understand.
Yeah. That's why they remaking genders now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You giving a new definition of what a woman, because back then the woman was a servant.
Yeah.
Now this bitch, this shit empowerment, the woman,
Yeah.
man.
But
You know what I mean?
what's
Got
so
all these
funny?
different meanings.
At the end of the day, when they show you on TV, it's only one or two ways they're gonna show you. Either you're a respected woman, or you're a freak, man. You see? It's still only two ways they show a cis man or cross gender. He's still on some freakism. He's still acting like a slut woman. It's just pure madness in this place, man.
Got one real quick.
You got it?
This Proverbs 22, and I start at verse 17. Bow down thine ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply thy heart unto my knowledge. For it is a pleasant thing that thou keep them within, they shall withal be fitted in thy lips. Just going into that wisdom. The brother speaking upon, man. You know, they bow down our ear. First and foremost, we got to become humble to attain these words, man. And like the brother going into the fashions of this world, one thing the fashion of this world pushes is pride, man. You know, they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear anything.
To a point, it's almost getting to a point. It's like people. I just seen on the internet that little baby mom, motherfucker like took a video of her just getting on a plane. It used to be. Take this 3 years ago. Oh, she a boss chick. She powered up. She give money. She a real female. All whatever, man. Man, every comment up under that video is like, bro, we don't care. It's like, we just seen what happened to Diddy. It's like, we know what you're doing to keep it, and you think we care. We ain't flying like that. And there was another Jake that said up under it, which is true. When you live like that, I ain't showing, this is how I live. Why am I showing off how I live? Like, this is what I do. I can understand me recording a special moment that don't happen too often, you know? But if I do this often, why I get on the plane, you don't record yourself getting in your car.
They got like a little pose with it too. You know
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yo, man, it's to a point, it's like, we don't care. If you ain't putting money in my pocket, we don't care, man. That's what is this place of society is going. No love for no one, man. Jake only care about you if he can join your clout train.
Yeah.
And that's what Israel is becoming too. You Sakari niggas, man.
You got some, going back to you, Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Arise. How do you arise, man? By waking up. Was it the Kemet movement? Was it the Nation of Islam? Was it the 5%, or was it the Asiatic black man? No. Arise in the understanding that you are an Israelite. That's how you gonna rise up, man. So start back.
Arise and depart, for this is not your rest.
But depart where? Depart from what? The Western philosophy of thinking. Western society philosophy of thinking. That's what you're supposed to depart from. Because though it's a lot of Jakes that don't live here in America. You think South America ain't gonna get a judgment? You think various parts of the planet Earth is not gonna get a judgment? They are. Why? Because though they physically are not located in America, spiritually you're in America. You right here with these people. Why? Because you're in the spirit of this place, man.
Hey, that's why Revelation 18 said all the kings have committed fornication with them.
God.
You know? So like I say, then it says 2 Ezra 16, warn to the Asian.
Yep.
Did I have made thyself like that whore?
Yep. Sure did. So what? They was right there in the bed with them. They was in all in one consent. You finished it.
Oh, so like a little bit more. Let me finish this off. Continuing on. Micah 2:10, it says, so rise in and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sword
So
destruction.
Jake thinks I'm gonna get a degree, I'm gonna get a happy wife, happy life, and I'm mentally gonna be complete. I won't stress anymore. I won't complain. I'm gonna be cool. The Lord said, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. For it shall destroy you with a sword destruction. So what? The more you invest in this place, the more you think, the more you heap up treasures in this place, the more the sword of that destruction that you will receive it, because you fully set roots in this place, man, like a tree. So it's only one way to uproot a deep-rooted tree. What you got to do? You got to set it on fire.
Yeah.
You got to put fire. You got to burn the stump. You got to burn the stump, man. You see, these people are fully rooted in this place, man. The Lord said, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. So these people, our people, are content with, I got a big booty girl, you know, I got a degree, I got 100K in the bank, I got 100,000 followers on Instagram. I'm straight. I'm good. I got this shit. You could even be cussing that right now. That little midget, he really do think like he's a success. Dude, you're on a fringe. He's on a fringe boat. Just I know this brother. No, you remember the Y2K, the internet, like when the internet had the big boom, when it was a big boom on the houses. You had a lot. That's how a lot of these guys like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, they came up during that Y2K. They came up on that bubble.
Yeah.
You see?
And if I may add, in the spirit, not to go off the topic, but it's leading up to that season. Like you said, because even they broadcasting that he a streamer now, for lack of better words, but he's the one that pushed forth the vibration to the new people. One thing that he's famous for streaming, motherfucker was like in like VR for like 6 hours and shit.
Spirit.
You know?
That's spirit. So like, they got like this shit like for the NBA now. You ain't got to be there no more.
Yeah,
you just had a VR. Yeah, you had a VR headset, and it's like you actually there at the game.
Yeah.
You know,
These are
back to that technology.
repackaging life to you.
That's it.
He's repackaging real life to you.
You think it?
You could all you had to do is make the tickets cheaper. Nah, that ain't good enough. Nah, the tickets is what the tickets is, man. It's still $75 to see it in real life, but you know what? I buy this $500 VR set, and you can see that same game. And I'll sell it to you
For 20. And put this chip in you too. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
you can finish off what you had.
That was pretty real again. But again, they're just going back into that flesh. Esau gonna play with that flesh.
Yeah, he the king of carnality, man.
Cause nigga, just because a nigga he wanna see the game on Saturday, on Thursday, a nigga wanna watch the playoff, nigga gonna actually risk his life. He gonna go down to his local post office and take that seat up in order to be comfortable in America, like the brother was just mentioning, man. Everything in America is about comfortability, and like the brother mentioned earlier, it's really low level, man. That's really a low vibration spirit when you comfortable all the time. Because what happens when some that you don't expect happen, you fall apart.
It was a millionaire. I just looked at it last night. It was a millionaire. He was 37 years old. He called in on a show, on the Ramsey Davis show. He called in and said, I'm 37 years old, I'm a millionaire. My life sucks. I have nothing to do. I have no desires. I have no wants. You want me to tell you what this cracker told this cracker? He said, we don't work to work, we work to live. It's like, bitch, no we don't. We work to live, man. We don't live to work. You saw he was like, go be a greater slave. But even with the money, he has gotten everything that Jake would desire on this side. This Edomite got it at 37 million. He said, I have no purpose in life. No purpose in life. You done, because that's the spirit of Esau in this place. It has a ceiling, it has a box, man. You know? This place has a ceiling and it has a box. What is left to do after this? It's like a video game. You get some money, you get a couple of women, maybe you have some children,
you get a house,
and maybe you get some fame and notoriety here in America if you're lucky. But really, you just perverse if you want that, honestly, because you can have all of that without the fame and notoriety and be a righteous man.
Yeah, motherfuckers, if I may add, people in Babylon don't like to live a simple life anymore.
God.
That's foreign now. Again, niggas want to be extra, for the lack of better words, man.
So,
You know?
what is this Edomite telling you in actuality when you hear it? 37 years old and I have no purpose and no drive in life because I've accomplished everything I've done. So, what is he finna do? He finna become the dipper. He finna mess with kids. You finna drink blood. You finna do something. Why? Because you gotta get your adrenaline pump. You gotta get your adrenaline going, man.
And that's it. I got something for you real quick just to bag you up. But this East are tired of living up. Lamentations 4 in verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked.
What is that cup, man? That cup of trembling, man. That cup of judgment. It said it shall be passed through unto thee.
Hey, it's like the curses.
Yeah, the curses. Yeah.
That's what they Edomite feeling. He feeling the curses now.
Yeah.
That's the reason why he calling in and saying, I'm a millionaire, but I'm still depressed. You know what I'm saying? Even Lil Wayne said that not too long ago. Motherfucker said, I made all these great songs, but sometimes he can't sleep at night. And the reason why, because he's wicked. He realized what he had to do to get those wicked riches, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Just evil. Recently came up. Oh shit! I know y'all started to deal with
Oh yeah, Usher. I said
Usher. Like bending down, giving fellatio and all this shit.
Oh, that was true too. That was true.
Yeah, that was real.
That was true.
Yeah,
Because Jake had came out. It was I think his parent.
ODB.
The Odell Beckham. Yep, he was doing Odell. Yep. His mama, because I do believe he was a Jake, man.
Yeah, Jake.
Like, so simply, Jake mama came out and was like, well, you know, they got technology. AI wasn't even doing it 4 years ago when that video came out. AI just got crazy these last 2 years. You know? So we know that's a pump fake, man. Here it is, Jake could admit they wickedness, man. Jake, more pride.
Yeah.
More pride. But let's get back into the scripture. You got it?
This is Isaiah 47 verse 1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Come down, sit in the dust. What is the dust representation of? Confusion. Look at America, man. This guy, confused. Smoking on the iron lung. Smoking on the iron rod, bro. Putting metal shards in his lungs, man. Come sit down in the dust of confusion. All right? What is that ultimate confusion? The Lord is dealing with me. He is dealing with my people, and my kingdom shall continue forever. That he's with this homosexuality. He's with the pedophilia that they're trying to push. This is the confusion. They think the Lord is with all of this, man. They just getting a little resistance from a few wayward Israelites. They've always been giving us trouble. That's why they finna get you up out. They finna do their damnedest to get you off the map this time, man. This play they finna run. They finna try to get every J thought possible. There's gonna be a lot of Edomites that get caught because what? You don't have the complexion for protection in it, man. You got the curse of Jake on you now. You know, like certain Jakes got the complexion for protection because they look like Esau.
Yeah.
They really Jake.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber. But it's gonna be a lot of Edomites get caught up in this judgment because we look like Jake. Did you bring that up?
Yeah, it says, come down.
Yep, the weeks and tears. Yep.
Yep, it says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. It says, sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
So you've been brought low, old Chaldeans. Who are the Chaldeans? Those are those ancient Hamites, all right, that were going into witchcraft, man. They was going into witchcraft and divinations and warlocks, man. Witches and warlocks, man. Because you niggas is warlocks, man. You gotta say that. Right?
If you spirit, that's why I know down here in Birmingham they got the Magic City Classic coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they showed me that.
Which that's nothing but wickedness, but why it's called the Magic City.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, showing you what's the overall things that he's about. Because you talk about witches and warlocks. People look at you crazy, but not knowing that you see witches in there every day, man. And one of the main things they do, they throw curses upon the children of Yahawah, man. Mm-hmm. You know, they tell the father, say, this supposed to be your people, this supposed to be Yahawah. You know?
God.
You got it, though. All right, so
Yeah.
He's good. He's good. That's the spirit.
Yeah, it says, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah, you ain't no look what's being said around the earth now, man. These nations is rising up. The weak are saying they're strong. Why? Because his witchcraft, his spells, they're not working. You know, they're not working anymore. He has to do more. He needs a greater sacrifice, man. You see?
The nations, they waking up from their drunkenness.
Mhm.
Right? They say that they are mad. Now they see the result of being under the influence of America. Man, yo, women out of order and shit. You know what I mean? Now this bitch got on tights. You know what I mean? Now this bitch wearing a wig or she got lashes on. You see, yo, the children, this nigga lazy. He's the degenerate. Man, he think he got an opinion. All that shit came from America, man.
One of the most hateful things I hate to see on the internet is the Hamitic woman with the nigga woman starter kit on.
Yeah.
And then try to act like she harder than Junior. It's like, yo, man, somebody put a height on this bitch.
Somebody try to Elamite woman or some shit.
Yeah.
Started
Oh,
killing.
hell, man.
Yeah, Moab, man.
Yo, man, you heathens got something, but we got to understand it in balance, man. That's why the Lord is allowing us to go through it, but it kind of makes sense because these heathens, they want to be us, you know, but at the same time, they want to establish their superiority over us at the same time, you know? All right, you'll read that back, Baba Kusha?
Yeah, it says, Isaiah 47:1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground.
It says virgin daughter of Babylon, so that's speaking of America, man. The country that never been touched. Hey, Jacob. Hey, you got it out.
Yeah, it says, there's no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
There's no throne, man. So there's no kingdom to come.
Yeah.
Here, Esau, you got China, you got Moab thinking they got next. You got team. Yeah, you got team. No. What?
Russia.
Yeah, Russia. Yeah, team. Yeah.
Now Gog and Magog.
Gog and Magog. Yeah, that's what I want to say. I'm saying team. I want to say Gog and Magog. I want to call it by their landman. You got Gog and Magog think that they got next, man. And hey, they flexing big shit right now, too.
And even because even those proxy wars between Israel and Hamas, that thing is going to continue to increase. And niggas don't even talk about that. Like even the strike that happened, nigga Jake ain't talking about that. First thing Jake talking about today is the football game.
Jake sleep, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I just listened to the spirit. I spoke on that. Like, these niggas distracted. That spirit, man. These niggas distracted. But the scriptures speak about how that 2nd Ezra 6:22, how the storehouse shall be found empty. Then it goes on to continue how the trumpet shall be blown and the men shall fear. That's going into the newscaster, man. You know, because then that's when. See, when the news get it, that's going to be at the last minute. The shelves going to be empty then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like you said, Jake ain't worried about that. These niggas worried about football season, diddy parties and shit like that. You know what I mean? Not knowing right before you know, nigga, the famine is approaching.
They hit Jake with
Inflation
Yeah,
is like a
that's it.
motherfucker.
That's it.
Jake's not realize that inflation is going to fucking fuck up the food process too, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like that trumpet going to the newscast first, it had to be spoken first by the prophet. We prophesy these things that they're showing on the newscast. Man. With Jake not knowing prophecy, when they say that they're gonna cancel or pretty much suspend, strike, or whatever, Jake is pretty much wiping their face like shit. That was close. You know what I'm saying?
But you want me to tell you what that creates? It creates that a condition within Jake that they're always still looking for you. So they'll get it together. They'll get it together at the last second. You know, we went out. Hey, Jake, when it wiped these stores clean these last little 2-3 days, man. They wiped these stores clean to a point that they were showing it all over the internet.
It's like I was at T-Town, Tuscaloosa. That Northport, they was wiping them shells clean from
I got videos.
Yeah, see, that's
tearing them up. So now they feel like they probably spent $400 that they didn't want to spend in thinking that they were preparing themselves against an evil. But now it's over with. The strike's over with, and they looking at all that tissue sitting up against the wall. Like, I can't shit that much in the next 5 years.
And on top of that, they made this shit in America. They make it in America. 99% of the tissue come out of America. So why the fuck people worried about that?
But it's loyal.
You know what I'm saying? It's more important things going on than fucking tissue, man.
Yeah, he lulling these people to sleep, man. Something bad's gonna happen. No, nothing bad happened. The strike didn't happen. We got it together. We paid the guy $61 an hour. $61 an hour. That was a play by Esau. I do believe through the spirit. That was just a play by Esau to let you know we're automating things, because that was the whole point of that whole argument. Because them dudes was getting paid. They get paid $100,000 a year. The dude coming in off the street. They had broke that down. All you got to do is make $48 an hour on a 40-hour scale. On a 40-hour week, you $100,000. You make $100,000 in a year. So these dudes making 41. That's just mandatory overtime. Mandatory overtime, they making upwards of $100.
Yeah. A time and a half.
Time and a half, yeah, that time and a half. But really, I don't even think they get time and a half. Some of the dudes get double time, huh? So they getting paid $120 an hour now, man. So if you think it was about them, they pay rate, you got another thing coming. That was just Esau putting the buzzwords out there like automated systems. You know, they conditioning you with the convenience of automation. There will come loss of jobs, and we have to get used to that. Yep. That's what he's conditioning in the mind of the people, and how the people look at it, as they always say, well, as long as it doesn't affect me. But when it affects you, you didn't give a damn when I was pissed off because it affected me first. But now that it's on your doorstep, I'm supposed to cry with you? Nah, man, we ain't doing it.
Got something for you.
You got it.
This is book of 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 3. But when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
And that's what's being said, man. Peace and safety. Sudden destruction is coming upon. It's going to come upon them. But we see it. We see it before our very eyes, man. Sudden destruction, man. Them foregoing that strike, that ain't gonna save the American economy. They're just gonna find another way to wreck it. And they still said, even though they had a strike for what, a day and a half? You're gonna feel that over the next 2 weeks, in the course of the next 2 weeks, man.
Resources.
Yeah, without resources, now your prices are gonna get jacked up. And after those prices get jacked up, you think they're gonna take them back down? Yeah. And nah, it ain't going that way, man.
Hey, even the dollar store, it's the $1.25 store.
Yeah.
That's a 25-cent increase. That's a big amount.
That's extremely big amount. The fact that they up what? They said it was a 41% increase, so they went from $41 to $63 in a day. Like, that's gonna be fucked around America. Those dudes is getting paid on that port. The entire country.
Gotta look at more. Then say as travail upon the they should not escape.
Air Force has just made the Army and the Navy has just made its quota after missing its recruitment quotas for the last 3 years. They feel as if though they're in a great place. Yeah, you made the recruiting numbers. Yeah, but look at what you had to do to get the numbers up. You had to let dudes that you kicked out, weed, dudes that had drug charges. A dude that was 10 pounds overweight, now he's 40 pounds overweight, but he can come back in because he's still willing.
Hey, a man, a woman that was a man, they'll set them
they shut him down.
He ain't paying for their surgery.
And they telling you what? We're more inclusive. This is gonna make for a more broad military. No, they telling the people, peace and safety. Our numbers are coming back up. The numbers in the unemployment, they're at an all-time low. Now, with more than likely, I hope Trump get in office, man. That's another sign of peace and safety to the people. But then what? Sudden destruction. Because Trump does represent, in these times, he represents a level of peace and resolve in an unstable world when it comes to American affairs. He represents stability. And with him possibly getting back in the office, then sudden destruction, man. Why? Because it's the will of Yahawashi and Yahawashi. Show me one thing that Esau was giving you that didn't have a side effect. Everything that Esau was giving you had a side effect that came with it, man. So we understand this guy. He say one thing, do another, and he can have good intentions, but the results are piss poor.
Got one for you.
You got it?
Real quick, if I may. This is the book of Psalms. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords.
Read that back, Salaki.
Psalms 55 verse 21. It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Yeah, Esau, his wordplay is immaculate. He prides himself on communications, you know, the ability to sail, the art of sail. That's that. His words were smoother than butter, man. That's what Esau is pushing now. That's the greatest. That's the greatest profession you can get into. The more lucrative is not to be a nurse, not to be a doctor. It's to get into sales. Let's lie to people. And let's perfect it. So Esau came with lies, right? You got it?
But war was in his heart.
War was in his heart. So you know what? Let me give you Social Security so we can take care of the elderly when they get into a particular age. We're gonna start the Social Security Act. Okay, that sounds great. Great in theory, but you taking $50 out of my check every week for them. For them. And
How
then-
I know they kill?
Yeah, and then on top of that, you ain't even putting these people in nursing homes. And then what make it even so crazy for us to be doing it, we won't see Shirley Lee in the nursing home. You gonna see Billy Bob or Josephine.
Betty White.
Betty White. Yeah. Read that back.
I said Betty White. He said in Psalms 55 verse 21 again, it says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Hey, so like if I may add, it says, because that reminds me of what he did to the Reubenites, man. Because again, Gad and Reuben actually nursed the motherfuckers back to health. Putting them on different herbs and different ways to survive. Yeah, but one time it got to a point when Esau showed his true feelings.
Yeah.
That Sirach 12, never trust our enemy, came into play,
Hey,
man.
this brother go get it. We gonna
It's
go
spirit, it's
into it.
spirit.
God.
Y'all brothers got it.
Hey, matter of fact, since he's going, because I was just watching, let's get into something. Read that, Bible
It
shot.
says
That back.
his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn
Yeah,
swords.
so Esau come with it. He comes with a great plan, just like the president come. I'm running on this platform. Yeah, that shit sounds nice, but let's see the results of it. Let's see the effects of your implementation of your plan. And it has been nothing but hell and misery to us, man.
That's it.
We just been getting our asses kicked. Every which way did Esau tell Jacob to turn to receive some form of what's the word?
Gratitude.
Yeah, relief, but no, it's in the sense of Jake looks to be seen as equal in the sight of Esau. The scriptures tell us like, why trimmest thy way to seek love?
Love, yeah.
You see, Jake. I'm gonna let the scriptures read this. I don't even want to get off topic. We could rant all day on this, man. Honestly.
But it's like that's the spirit though, because that's what Jake do. Because at the end of the day, Jake do the most to seek the love of Esau.
Yeah.
You know, that's why even the scriptures say your covenant with them, Bible shall be brother. Your covenant with them shall be disannulled. Because you work with Esau, you love this man, and you trust him in his system. Ultimately, it's gonna come to an end. You know, look what again. There's plenty of examples what happened when you trust the so-called white man. You know, again, if you don't believe us, just ask a Reubenite. If you don't believe him, ask a Gadite. Now, if you don't believe him, you can even ask a Moabite. Because even Moab and Elam and Ishmael is feeling the effects of Esau, defiling the whole planet Earth.
Con. Absolutely.
You got it, bro.
It's like even what he did with Section 8. You know, how he divided the home, divide and conquer. You know, the woman took the Section 8, but you can't have a man in the house.
That's it.
You know, and now you see statistics show that, you know, the single parent homes, you know, the kids is fucked up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's it. Actually, like that brought the nation low. I forgot who said the saying, but you know, the saying, as the saying goes, you know, the status by the nation by the women.
Yeah.
Instead of the women, man.
Yeah.
And that shows, that brought the nation low, man.
Yeah.
Like going back to what you said, all because trusting in this fucking devil benefits, man.
Hey, even Ishmael, I ain't gonna lie, Ishmael women is one of the most royal motherfuckers you'll run across. They wouldn't say nothing to you. They wouldn't even look at your eyes. You try to talk to them, they'll keep on going. You know, because again, they know the status, for the lack of better word. Because you can't bring no bad name to the father's house, especially over there in the Middle East. You know?
Man, better all.
Y'all brothers got it.
Yeah, I remember that podcast, like that podcast with the Elamite woman. She was on this podcast, all these Jake pictures.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking
And she
about.
was like showing the ways of the East, but they couldn't really see that shit. Like, damn, how the fuck can you submit to a man? I forget how it go, but he was like, you know, they so adapted to this Western culture mindset, they can't really see what you were talking about.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? How a woman supposed to submit to a man. That's how a woman's supposed to be, man.
That was on Fresh and Fit.
Fresh and Fit.
You know,
Yeah, it was on Fresh and Fit. Esau likes to blur the lines. He likes to put up the smoke and mirrors, man. Make things appear to make things to appear to be one way when it isn't. Because really, I'll explain it like this. We know as men, if I talk to this brother in the wrong way, even though we're in the truth, it's like it's a line that you can get touched. Women in the east, on the east side, they understand it because it's still a threat of them. You know that natural order in which how the Lord set things up. You know that veil isn't so thick over there as it is here. Over here, a woman of 6'4" or 6. A 4'6" woman will jump up in one of these brothers' face and talk about boost. That has to be a demon. That's a spirit. That's a Western philosophy, man. That's why the Lord said, "Arise ye and depart," because try that shit in the day of Jacob's trouble. Try it in Jacob's trouble. We're gonna see real quick, like this, if a brother could pull it. But I'll just paraphrase what the scripture says. Is like every thought shall be brought into subjection of captivity under Yahawashi. It's in Corinthians.
Hey, if I may add, because that's what the West teach you. The West teach you to separate from Yahawashi. You know?
No, the brother gonna get it. Yeah.
Y'all got it.
Yeah. You heard it? It's 2 Corinthians.
Yeah, the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10, and verse, we'll start at verse 5.
Start at verse 4.
Both guys.
Yeah, you gotta get it. Because he's a point now, you got it.
But the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
And if I may add, and it just shows you that we dealing with the spirit here. Because the weapons of Esau is what? Carnal. When Esau was blessed with the sword. But the Lord blessed us with the sword of the spirit. You got it, huh?
It says, but mighty through Yahawashi to the pulling down of strongholds.
Yeah, to pulling down the strongholds. And it's that Western way of thinking. We throw that shit away because, again, we know that Western way of thinking don't lead to life. Again.
Beautiful. Hey, it's beautiful. You brought to read that back because it made me think to this. It's like Esau, he did it with the internet. Read this.
Yep. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but
So
mighty.
one of his carnal weapons is the internet.
Yeah.
That's how he was able. How else did this woman in China hear this bullshit from over here? It was the unicorn, man. It's like it's a Chinese song, man. With that Jake over there. I know. But that T, no more no T. That little shit hard as hell. That shit hard as hell. How did Jake get that New York vibe, man? How did they get that Goldie vibe all the way over there in Moab, man? You got it through the internet, man.
Hey, that's how you know they Jake too.
Yeah.
That shit resonated with
Yeah, it resonated.
That
It's
shit
like,
resonated.
man, look, I don't care if you fools don't like this. I'm fucking with this. You hear that Jake for you.
Yeah.
Total outcast. You know they ain't gonna be shit in that society. They might well just put on a garment. Might well put on a garment to get right. You feel me? What you got? It's a lot.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
To the pulling down the strongholds, and that's these different doctrines, man. Like just going back into the woman you was talking, I think she had like 3 or 4 kids. That's like life. You know? And I think the rest of the women, they had like 3 or 4 abortions. You know, but again, it was one Elamite bride who was raised up in the East. And for lack of better words, he was trying to teach the women to be righteous. And for lack of better words, they denied it.
Yeah.
And that's what the end of do, or even Jake do, when you come with correction in the way that is right. If it's uncomfortable for them, if it's something new, they gonna reject it and ultimately demonize it.
Yeah, they're gonna ridicule it. Yeah. They're gonna vilify it.
You really let your man have another woman, you know? You really cook for him every night, like damn. You really clean up, like you really got pregnant.
I ain't doing all that till I see a ring on my
Yeah, like come on, man.
Bitch, you got a ring.
This society, that shit anti-masculine. You know what I mean? They tell you that that masculine energy, that shit, they say it's toxic. So what they do, when you suppress that shit, they say weak men make, soft men make hard times.
But it's kind of funny.
Yeah, you got a society of men that's been suppressing that masculine energy because of matriarch. That's why with Jacob Trouble, everybody gonna get it, man.
Hey, that's what you said, that they make you out society. Because again, this world play into the women. That's why niggas want to be women. But they won't, because they really want to ease a life. You know what I'm saying?
But you said like that's why the internet is wicked. Because the ones that he allow you to see on the internet, they push that shit. They push it. But in real life, like they ain't moving like that.
Cardi B. Cardi B, y'all ever seen that?
They ain't moving like that in real life.
But that
man.
bitch, the little city girl bitch.
Yeah,
She said, I'm a lady. I ain't
Yeah.
She was doing a concert, they were trying to make a twerk. And she was like, shit, I'm a lady, I don't twerk. But it's like, bitch.
That's what you promote though. Like going back to Cardi B, like the nigga, also he recorded, he said, oh, you say you don't cook or clean?
Yeah.
But this bitch cooking and cleaning, man. You know what I mean? They're going back.
That's their nature though.
Yeah.
That's the pretty much North Carolina Latino woman. That's her nature. She go watch her mama do that shit.
Yeah,
That came to your man.
He taught her that shit. For real.
They say the black woman is a bad vibration upon the planet Earth. Man.
She is, man. She
She
really is.
She like a demon that they catch on fire, man. Now everybody got demons on them because this bitch came in.
Yup.
You know, Bible Shah, you gotta get the precepts. Bible Shah. Genesis the 3rd chapter, man. Just going back on the women. Because again, this is nothing new. No, this actually happened from the beginning. The reason why Eve acted this way, the reason why she had this type of living, she got that living from so-called white men. You know, brothers got it, you can get it.
Yeah. The book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord Yahawah power had made.
And we already know that word subtile and the serpent is actually talking about a man. But then a subtile actually means wise or even cunning, man. And that's how Esau works. That cunning and deceitful spirits on Esau heavy, especially today, man. You gotta know.
And he said unto the woman, hath the Most High said, you should not eat of every tree of the garden.
You got it?
And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. But the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High have said, you should not eat of it, neither shall you touch it lest you die.
And that's it, because people say, he talking about a fruit, an apple. You know, that's what Jake think is talking about. It's simple. But it's really talking about philosophies, man. That's why people say food for thought. You know, lack of better words. So he was saying, you can eat this philosophy, you can eat this, what about this tree over here? And that's how...
No, Salak, you finish your point. Salak, I wasn't trying to cut you off.
You gotta go.
I got to preach the back. Hosea 10, verse 13. Ye have plowed wickedness, ye have reaped iniquity, ye have eaten the fruit of lies.
Yeah, you have eaten the fruit of lies.
Yeah.
And that's that fruit that serpent led Eve to.
Yep.
He probably, again, like somebody, when you spoil somebody, you hook the food up right.
Yeah.
You make that shit look good.
Yeah,
And that's what he did spiritually with Eve.
Yeah.
He showed her, look what the other nations do.
Yeah.
The women are queen. Look what the other nations do. Look what she can have. Yeah.
Really, the fruit of wickedness.
The fruit of wickedness.
Yeah, because we had righteous fruit already.
That's it.
But Jake being God's, it was still something there that Jake wanted, in that flesh, Jake, we in the flesh still. Jake wanted and thought upon a thing. And the Lord was like, exactly what I needed from your black ass.
And that's
So that you're God.
That's spirit, because that's how we gonna actually be guys, because we had to learn both sides. So it was actually a necessary evil for Eve to do that shit. Go back to that Hosea again. I think it's looking on it. You got it.
Yeah, Hosea 10, and continuing on, it says, because thou didst trust in thy way,
Thou didst trust in thy way, you got it.
In the multitude of thy mighty men.
In the multitude of thy mighty men, read it from the top again.
It's like it says, yeah, plow wickedness.
You have plowed wickedness. And again, when you plow something, you put the time into it. You exert yourself to it. That's what Jake do. Jake actually plow and exert themselves in wickedness, man. Adultery. I know, especially like northern tribe. Northern tribe, even though they say, yeah, the family stick together, northern tribe is heavy in adultery, man.
Oh man, I was just, that's the spirit. I was just gonna say, like, as good as the Northern King, the woman act in submissiveness to a degree, she is the biggest slut, man. She is a huge slut, and I know this from experience, man. From experience.
Yes.
Hey, yo, man, the Latin woman is a whore, man. She's the filthiest thing to Edomite to me, man.
Yeah, it's sick.
That's the closest thing to Edomite to me. Amongst Jake.
Breeze trash, baby.
Trash.
We heard it.
Yeah, you gotta get some-
You remember Marvin? I'll never forget it. Issacharite sold a body for a burrito. It's like, bro, they told it on national television. Like, y'all people cool, man.
Israel hit a new low, man.
Yeah.
Hit a brand new low.
This is 01.
01.
This is 01.
She didn't even get a drink with it.
Yeah, he didn't get a tag with it.
Yeah. Barbershop, finish it
Yeah,
up.
It says,
Continue from the top.
it says, yeah, plow wickedness. Yeah, reap iniquity.
You have reaped iniquity, you got it.
You have eaten the fruit of lies, because thou didst trust in thy way.
Yeah, you trust in your own way. You lean to your own understanding, which ultimately is going to lead to death, man. That's why the brother read earlier, the way of a man, he might think he's right in his own eyes, but the will of the Lord should stand, man. You got it.
It says, in the multitude of thy mighty men.
In the multitude of thy mighty men, so the people you think they got the truth, or you think they're doing well, or you think they're heavy and deep, ultimately they're going to get destroyed too, man. And the reason why, because you hearken into these philosophies which actually lead into death.
And I wanted to say through that because it proves that a woman is only as strong as the man is willing to defend her, man. It's simple. Adam was set up as a defense from all philosophies for Eve, man. But the fact that Adam didn't go into the right, that his defense of her would have been, hey man, shut the fuck up, I don't want to hear that stuff. Yeah. And he'd have pushed it out of her mind.
And if I may add, through the spirit, even though scriptures don't say it, I believe the serpent came to Adam. Because you can tell that when I'm first, Adam rejected this shit.
When the elders said, through the spirit, I went to him first.
Yeah, he probably went to him first. He was a servant, man.
Yeah, we extrapolating.
So he probably said, yeah, I mean, and again, it's not in the scriptures, but you got to realize Esau, he said, oh, I know I can't get him. You know, and he was like, man, I know who I can get, the woman.
Who did he tell that? But he told us that in the Will and Lynch flood.
That's it.
So
hey, in the spirit, Papa Qadash, so like I ain't trying to cut you out. Going back in time, me and Yahawah, we did a video about the willing. It's like over 178 points about the willing Lynch that affect us to this very day.
I read it. I read that motherfucker in the 4th grade, through and through. After I read it, I was hot. I knew that it was like, yeah, I don't like these folks. It's like I went back to school, I couldn't stand, man. I gave Miss Hill hell after that, man.
And it's the spirit. Going back to the scriptures, it says that's why he was most subtle. The enemy beast of the field. So for lack of better words, Esau knew how to finesse this shit. That's why he sent us to school. You know?
See a cunning hunter?
Yeah, a cunning hunter.
Man of the field.
Cain, Esau. You know, they always had that hunting spirit, man.
They know how to hunt their prey. And are we not in their crosshairs? So he gonna what? He gonna like a cunning hunter. A cunning hunter is patient when he has to be. I can't chase down no deer. I gotta wait. I gotta set a snare for this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I gotta put him in an environment in which he think he's good. I gotta make him think this is the most natural environment, but really it's an artificial setup.
Yeah.
But for you finna be dinner. You finna end up on the dinner table. Esau, man, cunning hunter, and that's exactly what the premise of this. It started out at camp. It's how Esau is conditioning Jake through resonation. Esau creates an environment. He set the pheromones out. He'll set the call. He'll set the trap. All I got to do now is just patient.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just got to sit here and wait. That's it.
Hey, Papa Qadash, let's go ahead and go back to the Jesus, the 3rd chapter. You got it. Start at verse 1 again. We'll start at 2, so like.
It says Genesis 3:2, and the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, thou would have said you should not eat of it.
Yes, because ultimately that's the that's the truth that's the tree of good and evil, for lack of better words. But this side, we basically become judges. But at the same time, Esau was that spirit that led us into that wrong way. You got it, huh?
He said you should not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest you die.
At least she died, but man, that's what sin came into the world. Even scripture say that what it is Timothy.
The woman was beginning to sin.
Yeah, after the woman was beginning, you got it on there.
Ecclesiastes Sirach 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died.
Yep, you got it. I'll bring it out.
Yeah, just going back to what brother bringing out in Genesis. It was through Eve accepting the doctrine of the serpent, which in the form, spiritually speaking, of Esau.
Yeah.
That's where sin came in the world, and that's why when death came into the world, man.
That's it. And that's what Esau introduced Eve into. Death, man. You got to do it.
It says, verse 4, and the serpent said unto the woman, you shall not surely die.
Yep.
For power doth know that in the day that ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened,
Yep.
and you shall be as powers.
Yeah, and you shall be as power. We shall be his guys. And this guy, Esau, he knew the truth too. And that's again, he'll tell a little bit of the truth and a whole bunch of lies.
You
Say,
got no truth to tell a lie.
that's it. Like the brother said, you got no truth to tell a lie, man. You got it?
It says, knowing good and evil.
Yeah, knowing good and evil, and that's the balance. That's how to really be true judges. So even though Esau did, made this shit happen, but it was actually a necessary evil. The Lord made this happen so we can actually appreciate him more too, man. Because that paradise, the way of Adam when he was living, it was basically paradise. And then it skipped down and said, from Adam got to get about a swell of our breath. Imagine you a king, you royal, not all of a sudden you in the fields plowing, man. And that's really the representation of father of Israel too. You got it, huh?
Yep. Verse 5. Verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food,
Yeah, it says that when the woman saw, and that's again the lust of the eyes. And he knew who to get it. A woman, if some shines, first thing she gonna do, she gonna grab it. But that's like a mouse, for the lack of better words. If you set up a rat trap, that trap really don't kill the rat. The rat actually kill itself. Soon as he see the trap and he bite on it, he put his weight on it, he put his pressure on it, the thing stop and just snap down on you, man. And that's the same thing that Esau did into the so-called Endor, man. He said, come on. And all of a sudden, now you want to trap, man.
yeah, man, tempted to draw away with his own lips.
Yeah. You got it.
It says, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise.
Yep.
She took of the fruit thereof and did eat.
Yes, and that's how you know it wasn't talking about actually, physical fruit. It says the fruit to make one wise. Because again, the fruit of good and evil, it is wise, man. Now you can see the other different fields. Now you can understand why. Like the brother was just talking about earlier with that understanding. We know why to not eat pork, man. We know why we got to do the sacrifice. We know why the Feast of Tabernacles happens, man. The Passover, man. Yeah. And the reason why, because Yahawashi showed these things unto us, man.
It's like, if I may, I come on into that wisdom, it means it's experience.
Yeah, bro.
So just going to, we got this experience to see. Now we got a reason to actually appreciate righteousness. We done had that experience, man. Yeah, it's like,
you walk both roads.
Yeah, that's it.
So we know, we on the wicked side of town. You got to hit this right here, We on the right side of town. Just keep it straight, Just keep it straight, You know what I'm saying? Anybody got something?
I got a little bit more. It says, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
And she gave it to her husband. And that's how Esau know, man. He know what to do. He know that in order to get to a man, he went through the woman. And that's something that's human nature that Esau found out human nature before Jake found out human nature, man. Esau know what make Jake squeeze. Esau would make Jake hype. He know what make Jake calm down. Even the scriptures say that his heart, the heart of every one of them is deep, for the lack of better words. But Esau know what get you up and what get you down, and he used that to his advantage, man. That's the reason why he pushed for these philosophies like sex and rage. you know, this bitch, you know, she couldn't sell out nowhere, but this bitch sold out in Birmingham.
Yeah.
And the reason why, because these bitches in Birmingham actually believe this whole philosophy.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
these bitches so ratchet. These bitches got the same haircut and everything.
Yeah.
You know? Which y'all about this guy.
She probably still from Birmingham.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Not a car about a cut up Birmingham.
Yeah, man. But at the end of the day, that's the production, man. And I bet you, I ain't going, but I bet you that whole arena stank. It was a stink, man. Yeah, I hope no brothers, you know what I'm saying? You might catch up breathing something.
Oh yeah, the whole arena, because one brawl, the whole arena's divided.
You got it.
Kind. You quoted it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This Psalm 64 and 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
Yeah, there comes a diligent search, man. That's why take blood, I always gotta get ran through, man. No, you know, I hate going to the doctor, but if you ever take anybody to the doctor, they always want all your blood. You know, because they want to do experiments on you. Jake is the most, you know, fruitful people upon the earth, man. We got the best organs and everything, and these elites know it, man. They know what happened. They know how to give you high cholesterol. They know how to give you sickle cell.
Yeah, hey, which you speak Salaka, with what the brother's going into. I was talking to a brother about this yesterday. You know that Esau's so cold with his blood signs that he knows. He'll tell you on DNA tests it's damn near impossible to trace a Native American back to their lineage.
Yeah.
But Native Americans have the proclivity to have O positive or O negative blood. But the O, that's a genetic marker for gag.
Damn. I know
Like universal blood, you know, O blood is universal blood, but it's synonymous with the tribe of Gad.
I mean, Levi have blood type like that as well. It's just, you know, just toward Levi.
Yeah.
It's like,
Because it's a science to the bloodline. Esau wants to understand. It's a lot of cutting you off. But that's what you're saying, what you're going into.
Hey, that's that diligent search, man. You got it, though.
Come. It says, both the inward thoughts of every one of them and the heart is deep.
He says every thought, and one of them in the heart is deep. So this guy, he actually do a diligent search, man, to actually cut out the nation of Israel. And again, it get to a point when he do it through music, and he do it through the little tiny swords, he do it through entertainment. It's gonna get to a point, and the time that we come in, he's just gonna do it physical, man. Because that's the belief Esau is going to get ready to come down having great rap. This word, this truth, have been affecting him, man. It got to a point where everybody have heard about the Israelites. Everybody have heard about the truth. Everybody have heard the words of prophecy, man. And what Esau is going to want to do is stop it from happening, you know? You got to go.
I say real quick, because what that shows you is that Esau believes the scripture. See, he knows that we are those chosen people, those royal people.
Yeah.
So when he go into the scripture, he's trying to find out any kind of way to overcome it, man, whether it may be mentally, physically. As a brother brought out, you know, they check your blood, they take samples, and they research, man. They develop all kinds of diseases. And that's pretty much what this NWO is all about, trying to destroy Jake to get that birthright back. Because they understand the significance of what's going on here, man. The prophets waking up, you know, and pretty much proclaiming rulership through Yahawashi, downfall of Esau Edom. They believe that. That's what Jake's doing.
Yeah, because really, that is like the inoculation of 2020. It ain't shit for Esau to really get these nations to come into subjection. That is strictly for Jake. He just has to hide it under the guises of everybody.
And you found that out because Jake are rebellious people. They're rebellious people.
Yeah.
So regardless, it's going to be hard here. It's going to be Jake that's going to go to place. Why you ain't got it? Well, I ain't got it. Why you ain't got it? You know? Niggas going to be arguing amongst each other, you know? But
I got some bad
you got a lot.
shit. I got one up too. Yeah, this Psalms 8:3 and verse 3.
Hey, that spirit.
It says they have taken crafty counsel against our people.
Hey, the spirit, he said they have taken crafty counsel against our people. Now, why is everything directed at Israel? Something as simple as a damn fago. Those gonna be you can't buy those at Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. Those are strictly in the hood, bro.
Yeah.
Watermelon swish.
Yeah, watermelon squishes. Backwoods. They got the Russian cream backwoods. Banana. But you can't get those nowhere else but the hood. And that's how you show that's their audience, for lack of a better word.
The beauty supply store. You don't see that shit in Mountain Brook. You know what I mean? They might got some shit called Beauty's they beauty supply store really in Walmart and shit. You know what I mean? But you go to the Jake neighborhood, they got Eve plastered on the outside with weed, and then perms and shit. Got the little girls with the perm on the front
side.
Yeah.
Big,
Then it come down the line that shit had chemicals in it. They gave some of them accounts and shit, kept them from having children and shit. Yeah. Making hair fall out. Wonder why you ain't got edges now. It started when you was a child, man.
Even a lot of black women, they got PCOS. I don't know if brothers know what that is. That's like a woman got like her cervix kind of fucked up.
Yeah, she can't have babies.
Yeah, cervical cancer a little bit. But it really comes from, you know, a lot of brothers was taking birth control. You know what I'm saying? I think at middle school. Yeah. Middle school, high school, they was taking their birth control, and when they got older, you know, 19, 20, they probably rejected it, and now they can't have kids. If they do have kids, it's going to be a rarity.
And it's all because he's vilified the really women. You can never dictate a female spirit. Yeah, Esau did that. Esau pushed that depot, the birth control, simply to stop Eve's periods in middle school. So it was a lot of girls in middle school coming up. When I was coming up, they was taking depot simply because they didn't want to have a period.
Yeah.
And Esau, well, this is a good byproduct if you don't want to go through the crime.
But if I may add, that's really the nature thing of life for a woman when she's 13, 14. I remember, you know, you got older cousins or even, you know, when you in school and shit, you know, she must be on her rag, or she growing up. So if she, because it's certain things that period do to a woman. It cleans out all like the bad shit in it.
It really take the spirits off of that.
It take the spirits off of it. It's like a weekly cleansing, man. But at the same time, when it comes to these N-dubs and listening to Esau, they're going to follow it that way because it don't hurt. My stomach don't hurt no more. And like the brother mentioned, these bitches are so unnatural, even those freak toys. That mess up they cervical cancer, radiation and things like that, man.
But they show you the deception of the devil because it's a gradual process. When the end process comes into effect, like when these devils got a goal of doing something, man, you don't know where that shit came from. You don't know where that came from. You taking birth control way back now, you can't have no baby. It's the same thing with these messages, man. It's a destination to that shit. Esau is prudent in his wickedness, man. See?
Nigga, you a term.
Yeah. So it's like once you find out that you fucked up from this and that, you don't even know where this shit came from, but it's been a process over time. They done shit that, man. Just like with this fucking shot. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna get it's a destination to that, man.
And this spirit, it's a years. That's when you start feeling it years down the line.
That NFL player just collapsed.
Yeah, the motherfucker just collapsed. Whatever. Damien, I forgot his name. But at the end of the day, the motherfucker took it 2-3 years ago, and now you got hit with it now, man.
Yeah, now you can't question like where it came from.
Where it
would have happened instantly. You know what I'm saying? You could have traced it, man. Okay, it was because of that shit. You can't even trace that shit now.
You can't trace it. And we can trace it to fucking Esau, man. Finish off on it. Esau, man.
It says they have taken crafty counsel against our people and consulted against our hidden ones.
Yeah, and consulted against our hidden ones. And it's like these devils coming to the way. Let's get them high cholesterol. We're going to get them Lil Nas X. We're going to make their children moles. What else can we do? Feed them pork. That's what these devils do, man.
Group things. They really have group things.
Yeah, you see that?
He's a physician of no value.
He's a physician of no value, man. So everything that Esau gives you, even if it is something in the medical field, it's nothing that will be productive, for the lack of better words.
Gone.
You got it, huh?
Yeah, it says, they have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation.
Yep.
That the name of Israel may be no more remembered.
Yeah, it says let us cut them off from being a nation. That's one of the main things, man. Now we claiming Yahawah, we claiming our name to the throne. We telling you that we're kings and you're gonna be in slavery. Hey, that make Esau scared. That's the reason why he's gonna come to the extreme to try to knock us off. Our brother can hold that Revelation 12 and 12 on that too. But you gotta make sure y'all hold y'all pussy.
That's an identity. So when you identify as black, they come with a characteristic. They pretty much come with an identity outside the scripture. So when you come back to this, like you said, now you know you a king now because it brings you back to your royalty. Yahawah.
That's it. And you can identify that in the building now.
Yeah.
You got shot 3 months ago and you got a coma, you lost your memory. Now you got your memory back and you pointing Esau out, man. It was him.
God.
You know? You got it. Never sit on that?
Well, yeah, that was
Yeah.
Real quick, back him up. This Judas chapter 5, verse 17. Whereas they sin not before their power, they prosper. Because of Yahawashi, their hated iniquity was with them.
Yes, it says when we sin not against our power. Now, we was righteous and we was called upon the Lord, but like a better word is hope now. Even King David, you know, that's why King David, when you give it to my hands, the Lord said, yeah. And the reason why, because King David was righteous, man. You know?
But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore.
And we were destroyed in many battles because we departed from the Lord. And that's a part of the curses being upon us, man. You know, that Deuteronomy 28:15 on down is how we fail as a people, man. You know, but the reason why those curses came upon us because we sinned against our power. You got it,
and were led captives into a land that was not theirs.
Babylon, the great Eden, Assyria, Babylon, you got it.
And the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemy.
Yeah, so that's what happened when we don't return to our power. We out there, man. The Lord's just going to give us to the wolves for the lack of battle words. We don't have no sense of protection. But now we have, you know, continuing on.
But now they are returned to their power.
Now they are returning to their power. Now you coming back into their refuge. Now these motherfuckers know Yahawah is going to stand up for his people. He did it in Egypt. You got it.
And are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are desolate, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate.
Well, it was desolate, so it reminds me of Amos the 9th chapter, how the Lord is going to rebuild the house of David as in the days of old. You know, and that's what's happening in these people's eyes right now. And the reason why Esau hates that, because that's one thing that King David did, he vexed the Edomites. He had garrisons in Edom, man. You know? Yeah, you got it.
This is Job 15:21. A dreadful sound is in his ears. In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him.
Yeah, it says a dreadful sound in his ears, and that dreadful sound is the book of Revelations. You know?
Prophecy.
Yeah, it's prophecy, man. That's that dreadful sound because ultimately we're telling you you're in, man. Jeremiah 28:8, the prophet that had been before me is before thee of old. That's why the prophet was so hated, because 9 times out of 10, the message that we're pushing on is bad news, man. That spirit, man, like alarm. You know? Yeah. You gotta read that again.
Job 15:21. A dreadful sound is in his
A
ears.
dreadful sound is in his ears, you got it?
In prosperity,
When you think you're on top, when you think you're prospering, you got it?
the destroyer shall come upon him.
Yahawashi is going to come upon you, man. And again, you know, at the end of the day, you're not going to do anything but fulfill prophecy. He got the space program, that's a part of prophecy. He got the sea hip on deck, that's a part of prophecy. The only thing Esau doing is playing his role, man. And ain't nothing he can do about it. You know? That's why it's a fearful thing when you get cast into the movie of Yahawashi. You know?
Like I say real quick, it was something that led them to that destroyed you. Yahawashi coming up on them. The prophets had to be raised up. You go to Isaiah 19:19, it speaks about that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody get that real quick about the shot.
Isaiah 19:19.
Yeah, come on. That's bad, you know. Because Esau knows the prophecies, right? So his whole idea, his whole agenda is to pretty much to stop those prophecies from coming to pass. The only way he can do that is to pretty much to hide the 2 witnesses. Either from prophesying and pretty much testifying against them.
It is Isaiah 19 and verse 19. In that day shall there be an altar to the Lord Yahawashi in the midst of the land of Egypt.
Yeah, the land of Egypt, talking about the land of America, man. Monday, Sodom, and Egypt. So that's going to be the altar. And what you see right now is an actual altar where we're offering up sacrifice according to the praise of our lips. Because the Most High is hearing our cries, man. And we're complaining against what Esau. That's going to lead to what that great deliverance, Yahawashi coming back to destroy you. What you got?
It says, and a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord.
Yep. Yep.
It says a pillar too. That's like something you stand on.
Yeah.
Something they support you or hold you up.
Yeah.
That's what a pillar is. The spirit probably got a staff. It's like a pillar.
They with that with Samson, bro. That's when it is the place.
And you got that.
Yeah, it says, and it shall be for a sign, for a witness unto the Lord of hosts, and the land of Egypt.
So this is going to be for a sign and for a witness unto the Lord of hosts in the land of America. You got it?
It says, for they shall cry unto the Lord because they because of the oppressor.
Yeah.
Because of the oppressor, and he should.
Yeah, we should cry unto the Lord. So that's what you see here right now. It's not like physical tears coming down, but no. The words that are coming out, it's a cry from the widow, man. The unfortunate widow, because of the unjust judge. You see? So there's a process before the destroyer came. You got it?
It says, and he shall send them a savior,
Yeah.
and a great one, and he shall deliver them.
So Yahawah is going to send who? Yahawashi. See? That savior. See? To deliver who? The elect. The ones that are crying out for the oppression of the abomination done in the midst of the world.
What is it? The cry in the scriptures.
Yeah.
Pray, the cry is the same. It's the supplications to beg, man.
Beg.
So it's all the same. We begging, the righteous begging the Lord to come back. So he coming back in a particular spirit. It's like when your child, he hit me, you know your child, man, you ain't had no business touching him. You know you could have took that. But Esau, he bullied him. It's like, all right, you thumped. But now you did more. Like now the Lord got to come defend our honor, man.
See? So now you understand why this devil is so hell-bent on trying to stop this world from going out, because the complaint is continuous, man. You see, we continue complaining, and eventually the Lord's going to come back. What is that, Luke 18 chapter?
Yeah.
You see? And he will avenge his elect.
And his spirit, he said he should have avenged his elect.
Right,
It
right.
was an unjust judge.
Right.
Yeah, you know that little kid when you hit your little brother, hit your little kid, like shh, shh, shh. That's how Esau is trying to do us, but instead of him trying to like give us the niceties and all of this, he keep us distracted and keep us bogged down. So we won't tell him.
You see? Hey, if we in the spirit of, are we there yet? Are we there yet? We keep on begging and bugging on both sides, man. Until, you know, the judgment comes. Yeah. Matter of fact, get that about the huh? Because like the brother just mentioned, the sign and crying, that's the reason, that's what's going to lead them to. Us pushing forth the vibration of Yahawah, Sham, on the planet Earth is actually going to lead into Esau win, man. Papa Bashar, get there really quick. You want to get this point before he's on? Because again, before the Lord comes, like the brother was just going into, before the destroyer comes, certain things have to play out. And a part of those things, the MOTB, the destruction, the famine, inflation, different things like that, and ultimately the return of Yahawashi, and end the missile system. You got it, right?
Yeah, this Isaiah 62 and 7. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace.
Yeah, we shall never hold that peace. They know right, man. In this spirit of our brothers, do their videos. I'm talking to myself first, man. You know, we can all do better for lack of better words. But again, that's a part of that sign and crying, bro. You know, because if you're not signing and crying, what you doing, man? You know, you got it, bro.
And it says,
it's like for lack of better words, like a woman, a widow, for lack of better words, you're trying to get to her. If she don't try to fight it off, that means she won it. Yep. So that's the same thing. If you're not trying to fight off Esau spiritually, if you're not trying to fight off these wicked women, then that means you with her, man. You let her do what she wants with you, man. Consent. Yeah, you consent to it, man. Now you in the hospital, man. You got it.
It says, and give him no rest until he established, until he made Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Yes, it's and give him no rest until he established and make Jerusalem a praise upon the earth. And again, matter of fact, Papa Bashar, brother can hold, what it is, so rock the 35th chapter. Yeah, Papa Bashar, get that for me. Because at the end of the day, we're going to keep on praying to the Lord until our prayers come manifest. Come. You know? You got it. Yep. Brother got something?
Yeah. So rock 35:15. Not the tears run down the widow's cheeks, and it's not her cry against him that causes them to fall.
And that's Esau, man. Because who's causing us to fall, man? The so-called white man. Who can you blame that on? You know, you got it, man.
It says, he that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor, and his prayer shall reach unto the clouds.
And his prayer shall reach unto the clouds, but it says be accepted with favor, man. Because it ain't like we're praying for things that's against the Lord's will, man. We pray for things that's with the Lord will. Lord, please destroy America. And we see wickedness. Lord, please destroy this nigga, man. And that's the spirit. Brothers been putting curses up on brothers. Putting curses up on people lately, man. Because these people deserve it. You got it?
It says the prayer of the humble pierces the cloud.
Yeah, the prayer of the humble pierces the cloud. You got it?
until it come now, he will not be comforted.
Until it come now, it will not be comforted. So we're not going to be able to be comforted until Esau and his kingdom be destroyed. Huh? You got it?
And will not depart to the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment.
Yeah, and will not depart until the Lord answer our prayers, man. And that's why we got scripture say, pray without ceasing. You know, things like that. Even you sending up curses upon this place, that's a prayer, man. Don't when you throw up your prayers, don't forget to throw up your curses, because they throwing curses up upon us. You might not think that these motherfuckers, you know, they sending curses, worshiping Baal, sacrificing dogs and cats, and putting your name in it, man.
If I may, if I could, and this is just for the brothers, you know, from Sincere Jakes behind the camera. We supposed to be sending up the 4 holy prayers daily, man. That's the only way that we can come out to this, come out here in Satan's playground and live, man. After you walk out of the outside of the threshold of your door, you in Satan's playground, man.
Is it?
You know, so you got to send up them prayers, because as the elder brothers going into, Esau sending up his curses on you daily. It's in the music. You send up curses on yourself through the music you listen to in the morning. Because Esau got an enchantment on that rep. That's why we got to pray over ourselves in the morning. Before you turn on music, send up the prayers, man.
And so like we asked, that's why it's the valley of the shadow of death, man. Danger, books ain't any corner, even the music, man. You know, but it's like I'm just a brother, you know, I ain't the elder, it's like. Yeah, I know.
This is Luke 18 from the top, and the parable, heading in the blue letters, parables on prayer. It says, and he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint.
Yeah, men ought always to pray and not to faint, man. And even simple prayers, Yahawah, Sham, Rawchaa, Yahawah, Sham, Isaiah, you know, Halalyam or Shalak, Rawchaa, things like that, just something simple as that, man, it goes a long way, man. You know, and again, I'm talking to myself first, man, even just pouring up those quick prayers here, man. You got it?
It says, saying, there was in a city a judge which feared not the Most High, neither regarded man. It's like, and there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary.
Avenge me of mine adversary. That's the spirit of what we doing. You got it?
And he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, though I fear not the Most High, nor regard man.
And it's a wicked guy. He ain't feel the Lord, he regard man, but again, human nature a motherfucker, man. Because again, when somebody keep asking for something, somebody's so urgent with it, for lack of better words, you can't do nothing but give it to him now. That's why even the Lord says he's a father, good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Because that's one part of the things that we asking for, we praying for. You know, you got it, huh?
Yet because this widow troubleth me.
Yeah, you trouble, you sighing and crying for all the abomination that get done in the midst thereof. You got it? Yeah, give it no rest. Because this is like the brother just saying, no rest, that's your protection. Imagine if you living in a house and all of a sudden at 2 o'clock the house gets disappeared. You know, that ain't no protection in there, man. You got it?
It says,
the Lord never rests, man. You got it?
I will avenge her.
I will avenge her.
Lest by her continual coming she weary me.
Yes, I don't even want to help. I want to stop hearing them. I'm going to go ahead and do what you said. Now, which one is it? You know? You got it? A little bit more.
And the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge said.
Yeah, the unjust judge said, you got it.
And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect?
Shall not the Lord avenge his own elect? So this is a wicked judge, man. Imagine the righteous judge, how he's going to answer our prayers, man. Because again, times it's going to get hard, bro. One thing we got to keep on pushing is prayer. Pray for other brothers, sending up prayers, man. Even just pray about little things, man. Lord, should I go out tonight? You know, Lord, should I have this pizza? You know, I'm gonna say go that deep, but you know,
all things, though.
All things,
all things, man. That's one thing. Like, sure, when you come into the house of the Lord, just speak for myself. Like, I consider the Lord as, man, shit. I tell the Lord, you my creator, my father, and my best friend. You know what I mean? So it's like you in all things. You got Lord in all things, no matter what it is. Small, big, little, what, it don't matter, man.
Man, all things. You say that, because I move like that sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, if I want some shit, then I head in the spirit. I mean, I pull away from that shit.
Because it ain't meant to keep, bro. It's heavy, bro.
pizza.
Yeah, you did, man.
All things, though.
You might hear a thought.
Motherfucker say you eat that shit, now you got a demon on you.
Yeah, you did.
You got bad demon. You got I ate that pizza, man.
Yeah.
I knew it. You got it, like. Okay. Papa Shot, you got it.
Yeah, it said, what it said, acknowledge him in all thy ways.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah,
Well, yeah. Proverbs 3:6. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, acknowledging the Lord in all your ways. Like the officer, big brother officer said, you know, pray to the Lord about everything you do as much as possible. Before you make a move, pray to the Lord.
That's it.
Right? And he'll direct your path, man. You'll be led through the spirit, whether it's a precept that come to your mind or a brother giving you counsel. But always check in with the Lord first as much as possible.
What they're showing is humility. They're showing that you're not directing your own step. You can boast about tomorrow and say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. But you don't know what the fuck you're going to do tomorrow, man. The Lord might direct you to get killed tomorrow because you pretty much, you know, you boast that you're going to pretty much take action within yourself, man.
Papa Shot, this brother been hard.
This is the book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5, and verse 17. Pray without ceasing.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's self-explanatory, man. You know, we should constantly be praying, man. You know, to Yahawashi, that he deliver us, man, from these evil times that we're finna go into, man.
That's that continual beg, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Put on these videos day in and day out. Come out here week in and week out.
Hey, Papa Shot, brother, can put it, think upon that wrap ahead. When I pray, Papa Shot.
That's quick. Spirit was moving, but I'll bring it back. It's Luke 4:10. It says, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge over thee.
Because that's the spirit, because his angels that be in front of the Lord every day, they sending your prayers up, man. Even you know, going to Jacob's ladder, you know, things like that. But even at that, there, brother, you got an angel that send your prayers directed to the Lord, man. So your prayers are not in vain, man. Even though you might can't see that person physically or see that spirit physically, man, that spirit is protecting you, and it's basically one of your pipelines to the Heavenly Father. You know? So, brothers got that in the Sirach.
Yeah, this is Rock 18 and verse 22. Yeah, verse 20. Verse 23. Yeah, verse 23. It says, before thy prayers, prepare thyself.
Hey, and it's spirit before thy prayers, prepare thyself. Because, hey, man, you going into the temple. You going into the Levites, man. The Levites, they couldn't just go in any type of way. You know? They had, it was a certain washing process. You had to wash your feet. You know, your undergarments, you know, you won't have no undergarments on and things like that. You got it. Yep. That's it.
It says, before thy prayers, prepare thyself, and be not as one that tempteth the Lord.
Yeah.
Think upon the wrath that should be at the end.
Yeah, because you praying about big ditches of some simple shit, man. You praying about some shit that don't. You pray the Cowboys win tonight. You know.
That's all.
Now, if you cast a lot on it and you need that money, it's a balance of things. But if you just praying that your favorite team winning, that's the only time you talk to the Lord. It's fucking wicked, man. You know? You ain't talking, because that's how certain motherfuckers do. They don't want to talk to the Lord when they need something.
Yeah, like they treat him like an ATM.
Yeah, treat them like an ATM, man. Like the Lord just going to beat to your beck and call. And when the Lord don't come, now you don't believe no more, man. You got it, yeah.
It says, think upon the wrath that should be at the end and the time of vengeance.
Yeah, and the time of vengeance, because that's the time that we're coming in. Papa Shot, brother, can hold Revelations 3 and verse 10. Because again, that's a prayer. Keep me from the hour of temptation. And Papa Shot, brother, can hold the Lord's Prayer, Matthew the 6th chapter. You know, because the Lord's Prayer hit it, man.
Got some for you.
You got it?
Real quick, this bag, y'all look. 1 John 5 and 14. This is the confidence that we have in him, that if we ask anything according to his will,
A spirit, according to his will.
says he heareth us.
He heareth us, man. And that's heavy because we asking the things that's of the Lord will. Lord, please don't let me get comfortable in Babylon. Lord, please destroy these places. Rawchaa, Yahawashi, please deliver me from evil and from the bad times to come. You got it, huh?
That was it.
Come, Albert's got it.
Yeah, you want that Revelation?
Come.
Yep, this Revelation 3 and 10, it says like, It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. Now, Bible Shop, brother, can't look up the word temptation. Because the times that we're coming into, we already know. Jeremiah 30:7, Daniel 12:1. The time of Jacob's trouble, man. The times that have never been seen before. And the only way you're going to be able to be preserved from these times is you got to have that Holy Spirit upon you. You know, the Qadash. You know, you got it up.
Kind of simple Google definition for that word temptation. The desire to do something, especially something wrong or unwise.
Yeah, wrong or unwise. And one of the unwise decisions that this devil wants you to do is take this little advice, man. This is what a lot of things are leading up to, man. Even those things that's happening in the dark, man. I won't be surprised if they say, well, to unload, you gotta have this. Everything going into a digital world now, man. You got it, man.
Things like you said.
It says, which shall come upon all the world
Which shall come upon all the world
to try them that dwell upon the earth.
to try them that dwell upon the earth. Bible Shop, a brother can look at that word try in the blue line. Because again, that's what's going on. The Lord is going to get ready to test all our faith, man. The Lord, you say you believe. The Lord said, show me you believe, man. That's when it's going to go into a time of action, man. All that bullshit, all those gimmicks that these other chemists do, it's going to be thrown out the window, man. It's going to be a time where it's going to be you and Yahawashi, man. You know, and the precept that you got in your mind. If that spirit ain't on you in that day, then you fuck, man. That's why Psalms 51 is a heavy chapter, man. Take not thy Holy Spirit away from me. And that's a prayer brothers need to learn, man. Lord willing, I'll probably send something out on it, man. That Psalm 51, that's a heavy spirit, man. That King David had in that time because he seen the spirit lead Saul, man. You got it, bro.
For that word try, Strong's G3985, in the outline of biblical usage, the second it says to try, make trial of,
To make trial of,
test.
to test. Because once this micro seed help get pushed throughout the whole planet Earth, it's going to test everybody's faith, man. Whether you an Edomite or Ishmaelite or Hamite. You know, if you refuse it, you might be a Jake, man. You know, you got it. But it's going to be a lot of Bible Belt Edomites that are going to refuse that. You got it.
Test for the purpose of asserting his quality.
Yeah, to test your quality. So if you the quality of the Lord, is this gold or silver, or is this dirt, ashes, and smoke? You got it.
It's like it said, of ascertaining his quality, or what he thinks, or how he will behave himself.
That's pretty much it. Some on that. That's pretty much it. You got something? You got it.
Just to add about prayer, you said to get the Lord prayer. This is the prologue of Sirach. It says,
because if I may, for lack of better word, that prayer heavy. You praying when you get tested that you be delivered from that evil that's coming down the pipe, man. You pray that the Lord keep you from the hour of temptation, because hey, the Lord gonna push everybody to your limits, man. You think you're going through something now, man, the shit that you're going through is not gonna be compared into what the Lord is gonna put us through in the time of Jacob's trouble. And like the brother was mentioning earlier, hey, that's the time for miracles to be done. Daniel could never got delivered out of the lion's den if he never got thrown in with the lions. You know, the three holy children would have never got glorified the Lord in their furnace, but they never got thrown in. You know, you got it all.
this is prologue of Sirach. It says, for the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them.
It's the spirit. Like, it's good to pray in Hebrew, even simple, man. Because you know, even the scriptures say don't go into it's a brother hold that Lord's prayer too. They say they're going to reputation like the heathen do. Man, you gotta be straightforward with Yahawashi. Lord Yahawashi Rawchaa, the walk. Now sometimes you in the spirit, man, you know, you form with the Lord, man. But you know, that's not, you know, something simple. You get up about the Wadi Yahawashi, Lord, the Thunder Yakaya. You know, give it to me life, you know. You guys got something?
The key to that is faith, believing in prayer.
That's it, bro.
If you do anything, you ask anything, you don't believe in, you know what I'm saying? It's no, you know.
And it's heavy. You got it.
and you asking amiss if you ain't praying without believing. It's in vain. It's like,
And he said in the book of James. Don't be as the people talk to and from. Come on.
Yeah, this James 1 and verse, I'm gonna start at verse 4. It says, but let patience have her perfect work.
Now, if any man asks for wisdom,
Yeah.
you got it.
Yeah,
And faith have her works like.
James 1 and 5, it says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask
Now,
of
start
the...
that for my bad.
Yeah, it says, but let patience have a perfect works,
And it's the spirit that patience have a perfect work. You got it.
that ye may be perfect and entire, want nothing.
Want nothing, because again, that's a part of that faith. The brother said, let patience have a perfect work. It might not come in that day, but you still gotta have faith and believe that the Lord is gonna make that thing happen. You got it, bro.
Yeah, it says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that give it to all men liberally, and upbraid it not.
Yes, if any man a lack of wisdom, ask the Lord, man. And in the spirit, like you ask the Lord about all things. You know, the wisdom to know yourself better. Little things like that is heaven, man. Because the Lord know you better than you know you, man.
He said upbraided not. So the Lord don't hate you asking that question. It's like, shit, ain't no stupid question with the Lord.
That's it.
Jake, in school, so you raise your hand.
Yeah. Like, Lord, I'm man. Yeah, the teachers even do that too.
I'm trying to learn. You got it.
Like, and real quick, that pretty much falls to a lot of King Solomon. When he asked for wisdom, you ask for like spiritual things, you fall to a lot of King Solomon, man.
You see?
The Lord is well pleased with that. You know? Good job, man.
And it's spirit, that's what King Solomon, he received all things. Because he asked for wisdom, man. You got it, right?
Yeah, it says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, they give it to all men liberally, and upbraid it not, and it shall be given him.
And he shall be given him, man. So you ask the Lord for something, it's eventually going to happen. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but it's going to happen. You got to realize the Lord ain't on our time, we on this time. You got it?
It's it.
Come on.
It's like real quick, that song, we always quote what he said. Job said he may not come when you want him, but he's always right on time.
Always right on time. It's going to be all over in the morning. You know what I mean? Ain't no need to worry. The night is going to bring. It's going to be all over in the morning. The rising of the sun. He's killing.
Yeah, it says, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering.
Yeah, asking faith, nothing wavering, man. And like the brother was just talking about, having faith, man. Because again, when you ask the Lord for something, even the Lord said that if a son asks their father for something, would he give him stones? How much more the Heavenly Father, man? You know, so when you ask the Lord for something, he's not going to give you the opposite, man. He's going to give you exactly what you need. You know, and it's some things you don't need to ask for. Because some things you can't even handle. You ask the Lord, give me a woman. The Lord say you're crazy, you know. The Lord say, you said give me a woman. That's how you know that Yahawashi, he that genie, that snare.
$100.
Yeah, $100.
Yeah.
You know he's talking parables too,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean? Are you sure you want $100?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They give you 100 deals.
100 deals.
You'll read that back, Brother Sham?
Yeah, it says, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering.
See, that wavering part comes when you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like, no brother has, all of us have different lives. We have different measures of the spirit, according to Yahawashi. But we still supposed to put in the work, man.
Yeah.
We supposed to be doing and make our call in the election sure. All right, read that back one more time, then I'll bring the precept up. And then I'll pass it back to you all.
It says, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering.
With nothing wavering, let me bring this up. It's 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahawah by Yahawashi, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed. You see, it says a workman needeth not to be ashamed. Don't try to prove nothing to this brother. Don't try to prove nothing to him, them, her, or he. Prove it to Yahawah by Yahawashi. Because when the Lord comes back to check this house, and he's doing this inspection, hey, Lord, well, you know, I had this going on. Lord's like, nah, you supposed to be that workman. Hey, go check. I'll be sitting in the car. You see, that's that no wavering. That's why Jake prayers waver, and that strength of his prayers don't be to the strength that they could be, because Jake knows he ain't doing the work in his day in and day out. That's why your prayer strength wavers.
If I may add, if you're doing it, pray for him. Yeah. At the end of the day. And when you're doing that, dude, because it's really no excuse, man. For lack of better words, Yahawah really gave us all the tools, man. Yeah. That's why nobody should be holding your hand, for lack of better words, for them. Because you're really dealing with that shit on your own, man.
Yeah, really,
you know?
just together.
Yeah.
Together going through. Yeah, this walk is solo. This is a solo mission.
Yeah. And it says, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed.
So wherever that wind blow, he's subject unto the to the wind spirit. He's subject unto what the wind dictates, man. Man in that spirit is not that way. We don't supposed to be tossed to and fro. We supposed to be guided, it's supposed to be directed and concise.
Hey, if I can add, it's like it's really anxiety. Like a thought that get you off track. Now you thinking something, now you thinking about something else. Now you supposed to go this way, then wind blew. Instead of you having that strong steer and you staying on path, you going, you going out the line. Yes, spirit. You got it.
Yeah, it says, for let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord.
You got it.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Yeah, he's unstable in all his ways. He don't know what he want to eat. But even some people believe in the doctrine, man. There's certain things that believe in the new covenant, some things that don't believe in the new covenant. There's certain things that we believe in the new covenant a little bit, but at the same time, just being unstable in all your ways will not lead to big fruit. But Bible Qadash, they're going to go ahead and get the, Matthew.
This is Matthew chapter 6 and verse 7. But when you pray, use not vain repetitions as the heathen do.
Yeah.
For they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking.
Yes, because for lack of better words, the Lord don't want to hear all that BS, man. Lord knows what we're going through. Lord knows what we need, but at the same time, you're the one that have to extend your hand. You have to pray to the Lord. The Lord ain't going to come down off the chariot and come to you.
Back you up. James 4 and verse 8, draw nigh to the Most High, he will draw nigh to you.
Yeah, draw nigh into the Most High, he will draw nigh to you. That's the Lord saying, meet me halfway, man. The Lord don't even ask much for us, man.
He didn't even ask for half. It's like, man, we want fourth.
We need 1/4.
Yeah, the Lord doing the work.
Yeah. And there's a spirit that was in the prodigal son, the scripture say he was a great way out.
Yeah.
You know, basically, that motherfucker was all the way down, but he ran and fell up in the middle, man. He ran and got him, man.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
You know, that's that
I
knowledge,
had to go back and read that, yep.
You gotta do it.
It says, cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded.
Yes, and the way we purify our hearts and cleanse our hands is through this word. Because this word is direct, man. You know, this word is not double-minded. The scripture said that your yea be yea, your nay be nay, man. Anything after that is with wickedness, you know?
Well, that's
Y'all got it.
Verse 8, it says, be not ye therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye have need of before ye ask him.
Yes, the Lord knows what you need, man. The Lord knows what you need to pray for. Only thing he needs for you is to put it in order, man. You got it?
After this manner therefore pray ye, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
And that's it, because we read the precept earlier, we pray on the things that's in his will,
good.
So again, it ain't like when we pray, we asking for something else, man. When we pray, we don't ask for Babylon to be continued, man. We ask for Babylon to be destroyed. The kingdom. Yeah, we need the kingdom. We ask for the kingdom to come. That's a part of the Lord's will.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers going into slavery, you know, because he might piss me off today, man. I said, that nigga be my slave. I claim that nigga, man. You got it, though.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven.
On earth as it is in heaven, man. Because at the end of the day, everything that come on top trickles down to the bottom, man. It was spoken first.
That's
more.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
Yeah, give us this day our daily bread and forgive our debts as we forgive our debtors. So again, we asking Lord for that daily bread, you know, the money that you get. But that daily bread too is this knowledge, this truth, this understanding, man. This is what keep us alive, bro. That's what you got?
The bread of life.
The bread of life, man. That's beautiful, man. And that's what Yahawashi do. That's what this word do. It give us the bread of life. Now we energized again. We was once dead, now the Lord brought us back to life. You got it, bro.
It says, and lead us not into temptation,
Lead us not into temptation. You got it?
but deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil. And he's asking to be delivered from temptation. Really, we asking to be delivered from the hour of temptation, man. The time to try a man's fidelity. You see that? Come on. Yahawashi now, my young ride. Deliver me from evil. That's a beautiful prayer. Yahawashi now. But Yahawashi.
You can say Yahawashi Yah.
Yahawashi, my young ride. Beautiful, bro. That's the prayer. That's the prayer of the week today, man. I ain't gonna ask. I always ask for the prayer. That's the prayer right now. What it mean?
Deliver me from evil.
Come on, you got it.
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil. Come on.
For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen.
Amen. That's good. That's the Lord's prayer. And brothers, we know it in Hebrew. But at the same time, it's a beautiful thing. The Lord really got a specific thing focusing on prayer. And brothers, when you're heading off a man, always pray and not faint. Put that again. That 1 Thessalonians 5 and 17, we'll end off on me. Anybody got anything?
Yeah.
Real quick, come on.
Yeah, this Ephesians 5, straight to the point. Verse 17.
Come on.
It says, wherefore be ye not unwise,
Be ye not unwise, come
but
on.
understanding what the will of the Lord is.
Be ye understanding what the will of the Lord is, and that's why you even going with your prayer. You can ask the Lord, yeah, Lord, give me this. Even King David asked for a woman. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we asking for prophecy to happen, man. Because we know after this, all things is coming with us. With wisdom come all things, man. So that's why one thing you gotta ask for too, like the brother mentioned earlier, is wisdom. King Solomon asked for wisdom. He got rulership, riches, and everything that come with it. Why? Because with wisdom come all things.
Everlasting King.
Everlasting kingdom. You got a lot.
Con, this is the verse. So like this is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 17 in the NLT. Never stop praying.
Never stop praying. Spirit, man. So yeah, I can pray that this lesson was edifying. We're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory
To Yahawah, by Sham, Yahawashi, by Sham, Qadash.
We're gonna give double honors to our apostle elders, great millstone, and Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey,
Wow.
right now, you heard? Right now. You heard?